Hi, my name is Janet Morehead, and I'm a dating confidence and connection coach here in Austin, Texas. Howdy, y'all! I have created products and programs and a soon-to-be-released website called awakendating.com to inspire singles to wake up to who they really want. I awaken singles to their inner mojo, aka inner confidence, as well as teach them how to create genuine connections so they can powerfully attract the partner they really want into their lives. This begins by really listening to others, as well as, more importantly, listening to yourself. And this is what my book, Quiet Power, is all about tapping into the power of listening. Now, I find that most singles don't really know how to listen. They either, have their own agenda, they see things through rose-colored glasses, or they are automatic reaction machines. So let me just kind of go a little bit in more detail about that. So about agendas, what I mean by that is like we have our own agenda. We know that we want to get married and have kids. And so when we meet men, we're like, can we fit them into our agenda? Yeah, I think I can justify and manage to have him. And so whatever he says, we're not really listening. Another thing is putting on your rose-colored glasses. Everything is happy and good. And so when someone says something bad to you, you don't really listen. You kind of just don't want to go there with them. And you go, I think what they really meant was this happy little thing over here. Or then the opposite is that you come from this automatic reaction from your past, usually a negative reaction, actually. You start listening from, okay, this guy said, well, I'm not sure if I'm ready. Oh, he hates me already because this other guys always, nobody likes me from the past of whatever happened to you. So these are ways that a lot of people, and especially women, seem to not listen to what's actually going on with another person. The most important concept that we don't do very often is really listening to ourselves. So much of this chatter is going on in our heads that we just don't even, it's really no wonder we can't hear our inner guidance. If we can really silence that chatter for a while, we'll be able to actually hear our inner guidance. Or I also call it your inner Yoda. What it's really saying to us. Now, sometimes we do hear it, but we really don't trust ourselves. We need to really learn how to trust ourselves. If we're quiet, we hear what's going on with our inner Yoda, our inner guidance, then we can then trust that we know that we know. And when we do this, the next step is to be courageous enough to actually take the action steps necessary to create the kind of life that you want. To illustrate these concepts, let me tell you a few stories. So you remember, I don't know if you saw the movie Sex and the City, but Carrie and Big were getting married in the movie. And when they were getting married, they were talking about the wedding. And he said he wanted a very small wedding. And she said, no problem. That sounds great. We'll have a small wedding. Then later, she gets this beautiful dress, this designer dress, and she says, oh, everybody's got to see me in this dress. So then she I think, invites about 400 people to her wedding. When she tells him this, he's like, what? Honey, I thought we said a small wedding. That's not small. I really wanted a small wedding. She's like, oh, but honey, from her agenda, right? She had her own agenda about she wanted really a big wedding. And then what happens in the movie? Well, what happens is Big gets kind of a little nervous about this big wedding. He almost doesn't show up. And actually, she thinks he's not showing up. And so all this chaos ensues with them not actually getting married. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about she had her own agenda in mind. Another concept is like this guy that I dated a while back. He told me that, he said, you don't want to date me. You just don't want to date me. I'm a mess. Well, I thought, rose-colored glasses. Oh, I'm so optimistic about the world and the future. I bet I could help him see how great life really could be with me. That's what I'm talking about with rose-colored glasses. So as you can see, those are some examples of things, of the ways we don't really listen in the world. But I invite you to transform your life right now by first listening to all that chatter that's going on in your head. Stop the madness. Again, look at your agendas that you might have, like the Sex and the City, how you're kind of overly optimistic, how you have these automatic reactions from the past. Then silence your mind and the chatter. Listen to what else you might hear. Kind of quiet your mind. See what else you might hear besides all that chatter. Trust that you know that you really know. And that sounds funny. But then take action. Like, have the confidence and the courageousness to take action on what you know you need to do and say. Now, also, I say request support from others for what you're out to do. And remember that you're never alone. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to my video. I really appreciate being considered for this opportunity. Have a great day, and remember to always live life fully. Thanks.